Hello, this is Hero from Leathercraft School. Welcome to day 25 of beginner course. In the previous video, we covered how to punch holes using pricking irons and how to adjust the spacing of stitch holes. And starting today, we will dive into hand stitch techniques. The majority of leather work is hand stitch, and it also affects both durability and appearance of an item. Because of its importance, I will explain hand stitch techniques from the basics to the details in 6 lessons. In this lesson, we will go over the general steps of hand stitch techniques and focus on first step, how to thread needle. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the general steps of hand stitch techniques. Hand stitch is made up of 4 main steps: threading needles, stitching, reverse stitch, and finish the thread ends. Now, I have explained the general step of hand stitch. Let's focus on today's main topic, how to thread the needle. Before thread the needle, let me explain the different types of threads. There are 2 types of threads, pre-waxed thread and unwaxed thread. If your thread is unwaxed, you have to apply beeswax, which I introduced on day 2. Before the hand stitch, hold the thread between your thumb and beeswax and put the thread to wax. Once thread waxed, let's thread the needle. First, pass one end of the thread through the hole of the needle. Next, pierce the thread about 1 inch or 2.5 cm from the thread end with the needle. Then, pierce the thread again about 1/4 inches or 8 mm above the first piercing. And put the thread down to tighten it. Once you put thread down to the bottom of the needle, hold the middle of the needle with your thumb and index finger. Then slide these fingers down. This is how to thread the needle. In leatherwork, you need to thread 2 needles for a single thread. So let's thread the needle to the other end of the thread. Now we could thread the needle to the both end of the thread. Now let me explain 2 tips for securing thread to needles. When you use a thinner thread, the thread often comes off the needles. Here are 2 tips to prevent it. The first step is to apply extra wax to the thread ends. Most threads used in leatherwork are made up of multiple strands twisted together. When strands are untied, the needle comes off. So waxing the thread ends helps keep strands from getting loose. The second tip is metal thread ends. If you're using nylon thread, such as Vinymo or tiger thread I introduced on day 2, you can slightly metal thread ends with a lighter. This makes strands getting together, which prevents threads from getting loose. But please be careful not to overheat the thread, which can create a knot at the end of the thread. This might not allow thread pass through the stitch holes smoothly. By using these tips, you can reduce the chances of your thread coming loose during stitching. That's all for today. How was it? Now you're fully prepared to start practicing hand stitch. In the next video, we will move on to the saddle stitch. If you've been following the beginner course, you probably have a Vinymo or tiger thread ready. I included the links to the threads and needles I recommend in the description below, so please check it. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!